Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Unwanted Mind podcast. This is episode 15. A lot of news happened this weekend. A lot of breaking news. Very excited to report all of it to you. In case you are not caught up with everything, I'm here to, break everything down to you. Like I said, a lot of stuff has happened. We got NBA playoffs going on right now. If you're paying attention to that, there's a lot of new movies coming out. This is a big year for movies, to be honest. We got Jurassic World, we got a lot of Marvel movies, a lot of DC movies. All sorts of movies. We got Avatar at the end of the year, just like and I'm gonna be talking about some of that. And yeah, there's a lot of drama going on. For those who know, there's the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. I may touch on that a bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I have mentioned them in my thumbnail, I believe, a few podcasts ago, and it just seems like everyone's talking about it. So it's just like I don't know if it's I don't know if I should talk about it. You know what I mean? Because like, what more is there? What more is there to be said? I genuinely believe Johnny Depp is innocent, and as far as Amber Heard's defendants, they don't really do a good job defending her. If you if you've been watching the verdict, and also just seeing you can see the clips that go viral from the verdict. It just doesn't go well for Amber Heard. You know what I mean? And I don't know how much longer that will be, because it just seems like we already know who's gonna win the case. So it just, like, I don't know, at that point it just seems like it's overkill. It just seems like it's wasting everybody's time, because it's like there's no way Amber Heard has a chance. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I may touch on that a bit, but I do want to list the topics I have for today on this podcast. And yeah, based on the thumbnail, and based on the title, first we got Thor: Love and Thunder official trailer. So I believe a few weeks ago or a month ago, we got a teaser trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder, which was amazing. It got a lot of people out of their seats. They were like going crazy, especially at the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness premiere. Not only the premiere, but the showing, at any movie theater. There was the teaser that played right before the movie started, and people were going crazy for it. They're like, "Holy shit, Thor!" And then they saw Jane Foster, which is Jane Foster, played by Natalie Portman. Basically Thor's girlfriend, Thor's wife. I don't know, just partner in crime, I guess. I don't know their official relationship status. Maybe by the end of the movie they'll be married or something. I don't know, but she also has Thor power. So Jane Foster is basically Thor in another universe, right? Like if Thor never really broke up with her, she she would have became Jane Foster, the Thor, and which in this movie she is that, from a different multiverse, where they didn't break up, and she has the powers. So yeah, that's what it is. So I'm gonna be talking about that, and there's a lot of cameos that are in the trailer, especially towards the end. And for those who've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But I'll get into that later. We also got Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker wedding. And I'm gonna be completely real. I really don't give a fuck about this, but since it is a main topic, and there really wasn't too many main topics that happened this weekend or this past week, so this was the one that really popped out. So I guess I'll be talking about that for those who do care. And the thing is, like, when I say I don't care about it, I'm talking about, like, not that I don't care for the people. Like, these are human beings. I care, for these people. I want them to be happy and stuff. But it's like, it's not my wedding. You know what I mean? It's like, these aren't people that I know, personally. So just like I'll still be talking about it. Like I'll be neutral about it, but I'm just telling you how I feel about it as of right now. Maybe by the time I'm done talking about it, I'll feel some type of way, maybe differently. But we'll see. We also have Pete Davidson retiring from SNL. The way it was announced, he said that he's leaving SNL. So I don't know if by saying that he's leaving, that maybe there's a potential, maybe potentially he'll be coming back for like an appearance or something. I don't know, but the way I see it is that he's retiring. But headlines aren't saying that he's retiring from SNL. They just say he's leaving SNL. Reasons being, I don't know. I'll be reading the articles and seeing why the reason was. I don't know if he was getting a lot of hate, or maybe Kim was like, yeah, stop doing SNL. I don't know. But he is getting a lot of. I've been seeing him in a lot of advertisements lately, like in the Smart Water and H&M. So maybe he is getting a lot of money, more than he gets from SNL. Since he is with Kim K, maybe he's like gold digging off for her a little bit. A little sugar mama right there. So he doesn't really need that SNL money. I'm just saying. It would make sense. I'm also gonna be talking about the NBA playoffs a bit. That's another topic. If you've been watching, man, one hell of a fucking series, dude. This shit's going crazy, man. My feelings, my emotions keep going up and down. Just like, oh man, it's fucking crazy, eh? Yeah, NBA playoffs. We also got Billie Eilish saying that she has Tourette syndrome and explains her tics. And I'm gonna be real. I'm not a huge fan of Billie Eilish. I like some of her songs. I think her personality wise, she's a good person. I just, I don't know. There's some things I don't like about her. But she has Tourette's, so I think that's a good message to people who do have Tourette's as well. And she's defending it. She's like, I got tics, but it is what it is. It's who I am. And I think that's a good message. It makes people who do have Tourette's, make them feel better. Knowing that someone at that level, at that status, has Tourette's and deals with it as well as a regular person would. So I think that's a smart move by saying that she has it. Chris Pratt also expecting a baby. This is kind of breaking news. Chris Pratt, I think he had a baby literally this morning, Tuesday morning, May 24th. That's what I saw. That's what I've seen it on the articles. They welcomed the baby May 24th. So breaking news. I know, So get your first inside scoop on that on this podcast, And the last topic we have is Will Smith telling David Letterman that he had a drug-induced vision about career being destroyed before Oscar slap. So I think on that, Will Smith said that he took 14 journeys while taking ayahuasca, and he was talking to David Letterman about his experience, and he said that he pretty much envisioned him losing everything, like his career just destroying in front of his eyes while taking ayahuasca. And this was before he had slapped Chris Rock. So he said that kind of showed that was gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know too much about ayahuasca. I've seen how it looks. I've seen people taking it, just to do more research on this, so I can talk about it. But people seem to be happy when they take it. I feel like, as with every drug, there'll be a bad journey, and then you feel like you're about to die or whatever. But he said he had 14 journeys, and he said it was hellish. Like he described the visions as hellish. It looked like hell. But yeah, I'll be getting to that later. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first topic we have for today, we have the new Thor: Love and Thunder trailer. And you know how I was saying that there's a cameo that was literally being talked about as we speak right now. Yeah, that's Kristen Bale. For those who don't know who Kristen Bale is, he's played the Batman. Not the Batman, but he's played Batman. The Batman is Robert Pattinson, but he's played Batman in Arkham Knight. So that's pretty much his major acting role. Obviously, he's played in many different movies. I believe he was in The Office as well. But yeah, he's gonna be playing a villain on which the director for this movie, Thor: Love and Thunder, he describes as this villain to be the best MCU villain we have yet to see. And obviously I want to take his word for that, but it's just like that's so much pressure though. That will be the best MCU villain we've ever seen. You're telling me this is gonna be better than Thanos? This is gonna be better than Scarlet Witch? It just seems kind of, I don't know. It just, again, there's a lot of pressure saying that, but I guess he really confidently believes that. Obviously he's a director. He's kind of created this character to be this type of way, and the reason why I don't fully disagree with him on this is because you got Kristen Bale playing the villain. And for those who don't know, the villain is Gorr, the God Butcher. So that's the villain. You guys can do your little research. You can see how he looks and stuff. In the trailer, he looks insane. Kristen Bale as Gorr, the God Butcher. He just he looks insane. Like he was painted all white. He has black stripes. His eyes are painted black, kind of like the Joker. And there's this scene where he was making some weird face, and you can see all his wrinkles. He looked completely dehydrated. That's how he looks in the movie. He looks completely dehydrated. You can see his veins, his wrinkles. The veins from his head popping out. He just looks completely disgusting. He looks like a character from Mad Max Fury Road, kind of like that. Just that beat up, just bad looking. It looks amazing. I mean, to be the villain, this looks insane. Yeah, but Kristen Bale playing Gorr the God Butcher, dude, that's so crazy because Kristen Bale, he just does not disappoint as an actor. He's definitely up there as one of the best actors of all time. I mean, it's just it's not even debatable at that point. I'm not saying he is the best, but he definitely is a runner-up. He's definitely, if there was a list, maybe top 20 best actors of all time. Yeah, I mean, I'm being serious. He has starred in so many different roles. Kristen Bale, for those who don't know, he's also notorious for gaining and cutting so much weight for specific roles that he plays in movies. For Arkham Knight, he had to gain weight and get shredded. There was this movie where he literally looked like a stick. He was pure bones. You can see his backbones whenever he would put his shoulders up, and it just. And then there was this movie where he was completely fat. He was fat as fuck, and it wasn't even CGI fat or makeup fat. He really got fat for the movie. He was actually fat. And then he had to lose weight again. He just it's kind of like a UFC fighter, but I think this is a little more extreme because he's gaining 60 pounds, and then he has to cut that weight for another role. And when he's not doing roles, he has a specific weight that he likes to be at. It's insane. And in this movie, he's pretty much skinny. He's skinny in this movie. I wouldn't say he's ripped. I would say he's pretty skinny. From what I've seen in the trailer. Yeah, like I said, he looks dehydrated. Just Kristen Bale goes all out, man. He really goes all out. I feel not a lot of actors are up for that task. Obviously not, because when you're getting paid so much money, when you have like, celebrity status, you're like, dude, I don't need to do any of this. But Kristen Bale takes it to another level. He's like, nah, dude, this is what made me. This is why I'm at the level where I'm at, because I'm able to perform these type of stunts. So I feel like this is just a part of him, and he's just like, this is just what it's a part. This is just what comes with it. This is what I've known. For roles, I have to be fully indulged in it. And that's why Kristen Bell, dude, he's so respectable. He's so respectable. I know it seems like I was like, I'm dick riding, Kristen Bell, but this is dope. I like how Marvel's getting big names to play roles now. Like Natalie Portman as Jane Foster, dude. That is insane. And obviously, it's cool to have big actors, but I think you also should, shine light on upcoming actors slash actresses. And when I say actors, I mean girls and I mean ladies and men, right? Like I don't mean just like actors as just guys, I mean women and men, right? Just to make that clear for those who are like, what about the women? I'm like, of course, yeah. That's what I mean. I just don't want to say actors and actresses. You know what I mean? I just say actors because, I think that's more of the general term for both of them. Like when you say, hey guys, it's like a mixed group of guys and girls. You don't say, hey girls. And people are like, what the fuck? Like the guys would be like, hey, what the hell? I'm a guy. It's kind of like that. It's more of a general term. But, yeah, dude, Kristen Bale is insane. I love Kristen Bale so much. Okay, now it seems like I'm fucking dick riding him. Okay, so I'm gonna be reading an article. It's from Fox News. So yeah, Chris Hemsworth is back as the god of thunder, and one villain is ready to take him down. The actor has returned as Marvel's Thor in the latest film from the comic franchise. And honestly, I just want to say this right now. I'm not reading off the thing anymore. How do you guys feel about Chris Hemsworth as Thor? Like, I know we've had Chris Hemsworth as Thor for a while, and I don't know if it's too repetitive now. Because I mean, he's been Thor since like the first Avenger movie. I don't know. Like, I love Thor. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like I feel like we've seen too much of him already. I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know. It like. When did Thor come out? Like 2015, 2014? I don't know. It feels like it's been a while. But I don't think this movie would disappoint either way. I don't know. Thor just seems like a character we've known for so long, right? Like Captain America, Iron Man, we've seen them. Now they're not in the movies anymore. We've seen Black Widow, now she's not in the movies anymore. Hawkeye. And like Thor is the only guy from that timeline that is still relevant now and still exists now. I don't know about relevant, but it still exists now, and I just feel like I don't know, cut him off already. I do feel like that a little bit, but obviously Thor still matters in the MCU since they are making more movies about him. So yeah, obviously he still has a big part of the MCU, so I don't want to get in the way of any of that. I respect their vision, Marvel's overall vision for these characters. So, I obviously I have the right to have my own opinion, but I understand it. At the end of the day, I do understand it. So, so would it be, especially with Gore the God Butcher as a villain facing Thor. Okay, it's dope. And you also got Jane Foster. Okay, and they also got Guardians of the Galaxy. In the Thor movie. So okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, viewers got a sneak peek at Kristen Bale, who's starring as the villainous Gore the God Butcher. The film's director, Taiki Waititi, who co-stars as the comical alien Korg, tells the story of space Viking Thor Odinson, who saves planet Earth for the 500th time. and gets in shape after sporting a dad bod in Avengers Endgame before embarking on a new journey. Yeah, so some of the clips in this trailer show, Thor as like a fat guy and he's like working out. And I just want to say that there was this one scene where he was like pulling like some type of spaceship. I have seen online that they said that was the Guardians of the Galaxy ship, the spaceship, but it looks so much like Star Wars or something. Like, I don't know if this is a reference to Star Wars or I don't know. It looked like he was pulling like a spaceship from like Star Wars. Like, when in Star Wars they had like this battle when they were like driving spaceships and they were like shooting each other, and it was like Luke Skywalker. As a kid, he was like driving it. Then he ended up winning or something. It reminded me of that. I just don't know how it connects to Star Wars, but it looks like Star Wars. That's what I'm saying. It could be a reference since it is Disney. You know what I mean? It could be a hint at a new Star Wars movie, in which I do believe there will be one. I'm not sure what year. I believe I said this in my last podcast, so if you want to find that answer, just go back to that podcast. But I don't know. I just it looks so much like the Star Wars thing. So that's what caught me like kind of off guard and just got me excited. I'm like, oh shit, is Star Wars in this movie? I don't know. I don't think it would connect, but it is the multiverse, so I guess anything is possible. I highly doubt it though, but yeah, so the trailer also unveiled Bale as bad guy Gore, who vows all gods will die. Yeah, so the Gore, the God Butcher's powers, I'm not quite sure of his powers. I do think he is skilled in combat since he does have a sword and he was fighting Valkyrie in a scene in the trailer, in the official trailer. He was fighting her with his sword. I'm not sure if he's really... I'm sure he's skilled, right? Because he's a villain, but I'm not sure if that's his only power. Like, is it only combat? Or is it... Or does he have other stuff, right? Because there was a scene where he also, like, destroys a planet with, like, some type of hammer. And, I think, in his planet... At least in the trailer, like, when they were on his planet... The movie turned black and white, like Thor looked black and white. Like it's insane. So I think this movie also has like parts where it will be black and white. And I think that's pretty sick. Like from an artist perspective, dude, that's sick. Like some parts of the movie are colorful, like highly colorful with like cool CGI, and the other parts are like black and white. Cool CGI. And that's crazy. I actually I'm a fan of that. But I guess we'll see how it plays out in the movie. A lot of people also on Twitter, they were going ham on Gore the God Butcher on his look, and they were like saying, "Oh, this guy looks like Voldemort, dude." Literally, Voldemort was trending on Twitter last night when the trailer released, and I gotta give it to him. He does look like Voldemort. The only thing that doesn't make him look like Voldemort is the nose, because Gore the God Butcher has like a real nose, and Voldemort obviously has doesn't have a nose. It's kind of like pressed down, Yeah, but that was like one of the things that didn't make him look like it. But for the most part, he kind of does look like him, and I don't know if Marvel got inspiration from Voldemort, but yeah, regardless, dude, it looks very, very cool. I hope that Christian Bale does play a good guard the God Butcher. He definitely looks amazing. The eyes he also has like orangey eyes. I'm not sure what that signifies, but he does have that. Just putting it out there, and yeah, man, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, on Sunday, Hemsworth took to social media and shared his excitement for the latest flick. And I quote, "This trailer is gonna blow your mind," end quote. The 38-year-old promised, "It is something that I am so, so proud of." The film is incredible. I cannot wait for the fans to see it. It is the greatest thing that I've ever had the pleasure and honor of working on, and I can't wait for you to see it. So obviously, Chris Hemsworth, also known as Thor, he's hyping up this movie. I don't know. I mean, obviously, he has to say shit like that, but I don't know if he fully means that. Like, it is. I mean, dude. Thor has been in so many movies, right? Like Endgame, Infinity Saga. Is this really his best, greatest thing that he's done in his career? I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, there's an amazing cast for this movie, so it's really hard to tell whether it'll flop or not. But I doubt it will flop. Like, let's keep it real. I don't think this movie will flop. Maybe it can get a bad rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Maybe, it won't be movie of the year. But I think regardless, it'll still be a great movie. Do I think this will top Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? Potentially. As of right now, I could probably say probably not if I had to choose one. But I mean, potentially, yeah. This has so many characters. The storyline seems pretty good, So yeah, I'm hyped up for this movie, and we'll see how it turns out. So yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder, the fourth installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Thor franchise also stars Tessa Thompson and Russell Crowe, as well as Guardians of the Galaxy Chris Pratt and Dave Bautista. I don't think we'll be seeing Dave Bautista much more since he kind of confirmed that he is leaving the MCU. Reasons being, I'm not sure. I don't know if he has health issues or whatever. Or I don't know if he's tired of the MCU, but he did say that the Guardians of the Galaxy movie that will come out probably next year, I think he said that's less MCU movie. So based on that, you can kind of confirm that he'll probably die in that movie since he won't be in it anymore. Pretty much confirmed. So we'll see, I guess. But yeah, Natalie Portman, who plays Thor's ex-girlfriend, is eager to go toe-to-toe with him. Also the director had filmed 2017's Thor Ragnarok, which was pretty good as well. Thor Ragnarok with Hulk. That was pretty dope. And he also filmed Thor's The Dark World and the first Thor. Wow. So he's basically filmed all the Thor movies. So you would think he kind of has a he kind of has a hint on where things will go in this movie. There was a funny part towards the end of the trailer where Zeus, he had flicked off Thor's robe and he was like completely nude, on which he did blur out his stuff, his junk. But I feel like I found that part to be very funny. Just like completely out of context too. Just like, what the hell is this? Like, what did I just see? And then all the girls fainted and stuff. It was hella funny. Thor is fucking yacked for this movie too. Like, I'm not saying he isn't usually yacked, but he's yacked in this movie, bro. Like, he's completely cut. Like, he looks dope. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to his trainer. You gotta give it to his hard work. I mean, shit is not easy, obviously. But yeah, dude, the trailer was dope. I feel like CGI looks dope. Like where Zeus lives in the movie. I believe it's Atlantis. It looks crazy, dude. Like there's water running down from clouds in the sky. There's houses in the sky. It looks crazy, dude. I'm a fan of all of it. Zeus. I forgot it. My bad. Zeus, who plays Zeus, I forgot his name, but I do believe he was in the Gladiator movie. So he does have experience as a part of that whole god, goddess, um, you know, theme. So I do believe that he'll play a good Zeus. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how much Zeus affects this movie, but I mean he's been in both trailers, so I do believe that he will have some type of significance in this movie and how stuff plays. I don't know if he dies in the movie, but hey man, I'm a fan of it though. The whole goddess thing is pretty dope. But I wonder if Loki's in this movie as well. Loki, Thor's stepbrother, I believe. I don't know if Loki died in his show, but maybe Loki's in this movie. I don't know. This is a Thor movie, and usually in Thor movies we do get Loki. So maybe Loki's will return in these movies. I feel like we haven't seen Loki in a while, so hey man, we'll see if he's in it. If he is, that's dope. If he's not, it's probably not needed. But yeah, no disrespect. And yeah, I mean, let me know if you guys are excited for this movie. I for damn sure know that I am excited for this movie. Just a huge fan of Marvel movies overall. And yeah, dude, just let me know if you guys are excited for this. Let me know in the comments. What do you think this movie will be about? How do you think this movie will end? I don't know if this really ties in with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Probably does. I just don't know what timeline or what universe they're set in. I think they're in the original Earth. I don't know. I don't think they are because it does show parts of Atlantis. So I don't know, man. We'll see. Hopefully this movie's dope. And yeah, I mean that pretty much sums up that topic. Yeah, so for the next topic we have for today, we have Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker have an Italian wedding. From what I'm seeing, from the headline and from the pictures, an Italian wedding. I'm not sure who's Italian in this part. I don't know if Kourtney Kardashian's Italian or Travis Barker's Italian, but yeah, they had an Italian wedding. They both got dressed up, obviously. So, but more specifically, Kourtney Kardashian, behalf of the Kardashian sisters, she wore a white lace mini dress with a silk corset to marry husband Travis Barker at a medieval castle. So they both got married at a medieval castle. That's pretty dope. That's actually pretty funny. That's actually pretty fun. I like that. Overlooking the sea in Portofino, Italy. So they got married in Italy on a castle overlooking the sea. That's actually really nice. I was actually like, oh, I'm not excited for this to talk about this, but hey, that's pretty dope actually. You get married on a castle, bro. That's like some, king and queen shit right there. So they had got married on Sunday evening during the couple's third wedding celebration. Okay. The third wedding. Okay, so she walked down the aisle with her mother, obviously Kris Jenner, by her side, and wore a cathedral-length veil adorned with the image of the Madonna and delicate floral appliques to match her scalloped herm dress, all of which was designed by the legendary fashion house Dolce & Gabbana. Dude, so she really walked up in this bitch getting married in a fully designed Dolce & Gabbana wedding dress. That's pretty, dude. That's some badass shit right there. That's some boss shit right there. She just pulls up like that. That's pretty dope. She's like, I'm not going for that basic, wedding white dress. I'm gonna fucking, if I'm gonna get married, bro, I gotta go all out, bro. This shit's gotta be designed. I gotta call up the head designer and make sure that they fucking, get this shit ready for when I need it. That's pretty dope, I didn't even know, personally, I didn't even know that Dolce & Gabbana did wedding dresses. They probably didn't, but she's just make it happen. She's like, I'll pay you this and I'll pay you this much, make it happen. and then the nerds working on that, working for those Ibana, they're like, oh, let's get right into it. Fixing math, how much she weighs, how tall she is, and all that shit. I don't mean to insult the designers there, complete respect. I don't mean to call them nerds, but I'm just saying, like, that's how I imagined it. So the 43-year-old, Kourtney Kardashian is 43. Okay, I mean, she looks pretty young. Like, for her age, she looks pretty young. The star wore a towering pair of heels to walk down a host of stairs with the matriarch of the family at the Castillo Brown, where she met her groom. Okay. Who was decked out. Okay, so Travis Barker was decked out in a black suit with a matching bow tie and shiny dress shoes. So yeah, I mean, what you kind of expect from a groom. Nothing special, not designed by fucking the head of Gucci or nothing. Just a classic black suit with a matching bow tie and shiny dress shoes. You know what I mean? Something light. You know what I mean? Despite keeping her dress short and sweet, she added sheer white finger lace gloves, which mostly covered up her arms, but let her sparkling diamond ring stand out as he showed off a perfect manicure. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have the nails right for the wedding, bro. Imagine fucking going to your wedding with some crusty ass fucking nails, bro. Not even trimmed or some shit. Nah, bro, that's crazy. You gotta get those bitches done. And the thing is, we're like, some guys, they're like, bro, manicures are for girls, bro. Like, that's some gay shit. I've never gotten a manicure or pedicure personally, but I feel like that's fine, bro. Like, put some gloss in that bitch on your nails, get them trimmed, get them, like, cleaned up. I mean, I don't see a problem with that. I feel like some guys, bro, they act too masculine, They're like, bro, that's some gay shit, bro. I'm not about that. I'm like, relax, bro. For me, when guys say shit like that, it just shows so much insecurities. It's just like they care too much about people's opinion. They're afraid how people are gonna view them. They're like, bro, my boys are not gonna see me as a cool guy anymore. It's like, bro, who gives a fuck, bro? They get way too worried over this shit. But I think that's fine. Bro. I mean, I would say normalize that shit, bro. Like, what's the problem? Self-care? How is that fucking a feminine thing to do? Self-care, bro? Come on. I mean, dude, are we living in the fucking 90s still, bro? Like, what's going on here? Oh, I can't wash my face because, it's a feminine thing, bro. I don't want my face to be looking soft and shit. I need my face to be fucking grimy and fucking greasy and shit. That's some man shit. My hands have to be fucking hard as shit. I gotta have fucking, I gotta have fucking whatever these called, calluses on my fucking hands and shit, my fingers, bro. That's some man shit right there. I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, I guess some girls are into shit like that, but fuck, man. I mean, for me, that just shows insecurities on both ends. So, so she had dark brown hair, was fashioned into a classic updo with a voluminous bun, adding even more height to her tired veil. Which had images of Baker's head tattoos embroidered onto it. Oh, that's pretty sick. So her veil had Travis Barker's head tattoos embroidered onto it, including family, loyalty, and respect, and she carried a few roses in her hand for a chic bouquet. Dude, that's actually dope. Like, she got Travis Barker's head tattoos embroidered, excuse me, in her veil. That's fucking dope, dude. I'm a huge fan of Travis Barker's tattoos. Like, looking at it right now, like, he has like a cross in his side. He looks dope, and he has the word blessed tatted right under his eye. Like, dude, he had the SoundCloud rapper tattoos before even SoundCloud rapping exists, bro. Like, real shit. Like, I dare a motherfucker to be like, Oh, bro, he's trying to be a SoundCloud rapper. He's like, bro, I fucking had this shit. What are you talking about? I had this shit before even SoundCloud existed, bro. Don't even hit me with the I look like a SoundCloud rapper. No, but he looks dope, you know? His tats are crazy, man. He has like tats everywhere. I love it. I'm a huge fan of it. Um, so yeah, Jenner was yeah, so obviously the whole family pulled up. You know, you got Kim, you got Kendall, Kylie. I mean, the whole fam got to pull up, dude. You know, their sister's getting married. You know, he's like, you got to pull up. This is a special occasion. Respect. So Jenner was clearly emotional as she gave away her firstborn child and wiped away tears from her eyes with a tissue. So Jenner, I'm pretty sure they're talking about Kris Jenner. It doesn't really say in the article, but since it is saying she gave away her firstborn child, I'm pretty sure this is talking about Kris Jenner, you know, handing her daughter to, you know, Travis Barker. Which I don't know why they describe it as that. Like, he doesn't own her. Like, she's still, you know, she's still who she is. Like, she's still free to do whatever she wants. She's not like he handed her to her boyfriend or her husband now. It's like, bro, he doesn't fucking own her. Like, why is it described this way? It literally says she gave away her firstborn child as if, like, she's not the mother anymore. Like, what the fuck? Like, what does that even mean, bro? It's a weird way to describe it. It's just like, as if she's a fucking slave or some shit. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? It's like in you know, in India we you have to get like some cases you had to get like a forced marriage. That's how it seems like. Like, you'll never see the family again. It's like, bro, they'll fucking see them the next day. What are you talking about? Yeah, Kris Jenner wiping away tears from her eyes with a tissue while wearing a stunning pink long sleeve gown adorned with feathers and a large sparkling rhinestones. I mean, dude, these women go all out, bro. Real shit. They go all out, man. I'm just like, I'm here for the food, bro. I'm here for the food and I'm dipping, bro. I wonder what kind of food they had too. Obviously in Italy, you know, they had their wedding in Italy, so probably Italian food. But, like, dude, you know their food is top notch, bro. Like, it's a Kardashian wedding, bro. You know their fucking food is top notch, bro. Like top of the line shit, bro. Organic, fucking freshly cooked, you know, fucking, you know, pasta and lasagna, bro. Fucking wine that's been, you know, 10 years in the making, man. Like, they had this bottle, like fucking locked up in a fucking, whatever those shit's called, in a winery, one of those shits, you know, like waiting for this special occasion, bro. Like, this is years in the making, bro. Real shit. You know, they when they announced it, they probably just announced it because they had all the shit ready. But, like, you know, this has been years in the making, bro. You're like, real shit. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? They announced it when all the shit was ready, but, you know. Obviously, this is all theoretically, but I'm just saying, weddings aren't like an overnight thing that you can like plan out. Like, this is it takes some time to fucking do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it for any, you know, married couples listening to this podcast, you know how much it takes. Like, obviously, I'm not. You know, obviously, this is a Kardashian level, you know, celebrities wedding and shit, but I mean, even for regular people, bro, a wedding is not an overnight thing. There's so much shit you gotta do. You gotta pick the food. You gotta pick a location. You gotta put what kind of, like food. Like I said, catering. You know, what kind of cake will the flavor be? You know, who's going? How many people will there be? What if someone doesn't show up and there's an empty chair? You know, it's gonna look bad in the pictures. Who's gonna be the priest? You know, saying the vows. What dress am I gonna wear? You know, who's my husband? Yeah. Imagine having a wedding and not having a husband, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, Travis Barker's 46. Wow, I had no idea. Fucking young couple, bro. Young king and queen, bro. Real shit. Travis Barker, 46, wore a simple white rose pinned to his label as he paid homage to the number one woman in his life, and showed off his new diamond wedding band as he held onto his bride's hand shortly after the ceremony. She took to Instagram with a series of snaps marked the happily ever after occasion from famed photographer Ellen von Unearth. And I apologize if I butchered that name. Opulence was everywhere in Kravis. Kravis is I believe their ship name. Mix of Kourtney and Travis Kravis. As they said, I do in front of an ornate setting with golden candelabras lining the altar, which included a Madonna and child statue in front and center. So from the images, I know you guys can't see the images, but in the images, it shows just like Travis Barker looking down on Kourtney Kardashian, just holding her hand. There's images of Kim Kardashian, and I believe this. Wait. Let me see it right here. Kim Kardashian and her daughter, Kim K's daughter. I forgot her name. But yeah, they're like sitting on a boat, or it looks from here. It looks like they're sitting on some type of raft or some shit in the middle of the water. I don't know what they're sitting on, but they are in the water. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis were joined by their combined 6 children for the small ceremony. Their combined 6 children. Wait, Kourtney and Travis have 6 children. Oh, I think Travis is a stepdad for some of her kids, so I don't think it belongs to him, but it is Kourtney's, obviously. I don't know if Travis Barker had kids of his own. Maybe he did. She shares Madison, 12 years old, Penelope, 9 years old, and Rain, 7, with ex-boyfriend Scott Disks. Yeah. Who did not appear to be at the wedding. Oh, so Scott Disks, he was not at the wedding. That's Kourtney's ex. He did not appear at the wedding despite a long history with the family and still starring on their Hulu reality show. I mean, obviously he's probably butthurt. He's like, fuck, my ex is getting piped down by some other guy now. That's crazy. For those who don't know, Travis Barker he's an insane drummer, dude. Like, he's a legendary drummer. He's not just fucking Kourtney Kardashian's husband. Like, he's an insane drummer. He's on so many songs. It's dope. His 16-year-old daughter, Alabama, and 18-year-old son, Landon, with ex-wife Shanna Moakler, detailed nearly every step of the way to the altar, which on the Italian holiday, as the family joined forces to become one powerful unit. Barker also co-parents Moniker's daughter, Atina de la Hoya, from her Shayna's previous relationship with professional boxer Oscar de la Hoya. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. So Travis Barker's ex was with Oscar de la Hoya. Oh, that's pretty sick. He's like, for those who don't know, he's like an insane professional boxer, and he has a crazy record. He's really dope. I would definitely recommend watching a few of his highlights. Definitely dope. So from what I'm reading, Kim and Khloe Kardashian both wore black lace dresses to the romantic affair, where candles illuminated the altar, which was adorned with deep red roses to match a velvet floor with just a few row seats of their guests. The famed designer was responsible for nearly every look of the week for Kourtney, Travis, and all of their famous family members, in addition to providing DNG-themed locations and allowing the wedding party to use Stefano's Gabbana's Regina d'Italia. The super yacht believed to be valued at $60 million. Oh, so so from the picture that I seen, I was like, it looks like a raft or something. It's actually a super yacht believed to be valued at $60 million. Yeah, that's pretty insane. It's unclear if Kim's boyfriend Pete Davidson was able to make the destination wedding after fans speculated he could be in attendance just hours of signing off his last episode of SNL. The 28-year-old comedian and goodbyes his sketch comedy show, which made him a household name on Saturday Night Live after 8 seasons. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think this is really much to be. That's pretty much that's what has to be said about this whole Kourtney Kardashian Travis Barker wedding. Honestly, I thought this topic was gonna be a flop. Actually, yeah, I mean, I quite enjoyed this. Having a wedding in Italy, bro, on a castle, that's pretty dope. Like, on some real shit, that's pretty dope. So yeah, I mean, this topic was pretty dope. I hope you guys enjoyed that topic, and let's get right into the next topic. Yeah, so for the next topic for today, we have Pete Davidson confirms that he's leaving SNL, also known as Saturday Night Live. Yeah, I mean, Skeet Davidson, bro, he was like, I gotta leave this shit and find God, bro. Like what Kanye West said to him, find God. So, I mean, I think that's what he's doing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of an impact. I mean, like, personally, I wasn't a big fan of SNL. I watched, like, when there was like a huge celebrity cameo, like if The Rock was gonna be in there, or Kevin Hart, or like some big cameo, I would watch it. But I'm not like a regular watcher of SNL. You know what I mean? I mainly just watch the viral stuff that pops up from it. Like recently I saw like a Stephen A. Kendrick Perkins like first take skit on SNL. I found that pretty funny. Just because it went viral, in the sports community, basketball community. So I watched it. And I quite enjoyed that, but I'm not a regular, viewer of that. So I don't know how much Pete Davidson leaving SNL affects SNL. Cause I think they have a lot of great actors on SNL. Like they have Kenan Thompson, I think that's his name. He's an amazing actor. They have a good cast. They have a good casting. So I think, honestly, personally, I think Pete Davidson was probably on the lower ranking of the cast. Probably not the biggest name, but I think it's probably in the lower ranking, honestly, as far as acting skills and all that. But yeah, obviously this is gonna be talked a lot about because Kanye West and Kim Kardashian basically put this guy on the map. But yeah, dude, I as of right now, I don't know why he had left SNL. Probably just like it wasn't making enough money. And he's been doing it for a long time, so he probably just got tired of doing it. Fair enough. But yeah, so from the article, it says Pete Davidson confirmed that he is leaving Saturday Night Live after 8 seasons. He quotes, "It's crazy to think that today I'll be doing my last one," Davidson wrote on Instagram prior to Saturday's season finale. Davidson does not have his own Instagram account, but he posted a message through Dave Cyrus, who writes for Saturday Night Live. The message was accompanied by a video of Davidson hugging Jared Carmichael. Yeah, I wonder why Pete Davidson doesn't have an Instagram. Fucking Kanye West literally ruined all that. Like, he literally cannot have an Instagram now without getting like bombarded with just like hate comments and shit. He also quotes, "When I got the show, I was 20 years old, and I had no idea what I was doing," Davidson wrote. I still don't, but especially back then. I wasn't really a sketch performer, I was just a stand-up. I knew I could never keep up or go toe-to-toe with Kenan Thompson or Kate Mickens. Yeah, I know. And this is what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, if Kenan Thompson or Kate McKinnon, apologize. If they had fucking retired from SNL, then people would be like, "Oh no, it's gonna be bad now." But like Pete Davidson, people are like, "Okay." And Pete Davidson also even confirms it. He's like, dude, I always knew I couldn't go toe to toe with these guys, and real shit, because he can't. Like, it's not even him being like humble. It's not even a humble flex. It's like, dude, I can't go toe to toe with them. Like, no, you're actually right. You literally can't go toe to toe with Kenan Thompson or Kate McKinnon. I mean, these are fucking like goats of SNL. So, no shade towards Pete Davidson, but you gotta know your place. So I was super scared at figuring out what I could possibly bring out to or do for such a historic, respected show and platform. So Pete Davidson first joined Saturday Night Live in 2014, believe it or not, at the age of 20. It's about 8 years later. So he's 28 right now, I believe. Maybe 29. Becoming one of the young cast members in the show's history. In a 2020 interview with CBS Morning, Davidson said that he wasn't even aware of SNL was still on air when he was asked to audition. He didn't even know SNL was still airing. That's crazy. But the comedian and actor credited the variety show of making his career. So he does blame his success on SNL. I started getting taken seriously as a comic, Davidson said. It really changed my life. On Saturday, Davidson wrote that he had owes Lorne Michaels and everyone at SNL my life. I'm so grateful, and I wouldn't even be here without them. I appreciate you guys always having my back and sticking up for me, even when that wasn't the popular opinion, which never was. Even when Ariana Grande, you know what I mean. Davidson also addressed his imminent departure during Saturday's Weekend Update segment, the sketch on which he made his debut. He again thanked the show and its creator Lorne Michaels for memories that will last a lifetime. Davidson also joked about Michaels' reaction to his quick but brief engagement to singer Ariana Grande. Davidson met his current girlfriend, aspiring lawyer and mogul Kim Kardashian, when she hosted the long-running sketch show in 2021, according to the most recent season of the Kardashians. That's literally how they met, dude. That's insane. Like, the fact that they literally met on SNL and they were like, yeah, this is the perfect match. Let's stay together. That's crazy. That's crazy, because Kanye was even there, you know what I mean? Davidson's still set to executive. Okay. I gotta say this word right. Executive produce. Okay. And star in a new Peacock streaming show called Bupkis. Okay. Which a spokesperson for the streaming service described as a heightened, fictionalized version of Pete Davidson's real life that combines grounded storytelling with absurd elements from the unfiltered and completely original worldwide view of which Pete is well known. So if you're a fan of Pete Davidson and you want to watch his show, I would not recommend it. I'm playing. Not a sponsor, but I mean, there you go. Peacock. Peacock, probably not the best streaming platform. I do think HBO Max is superior towards these low-end streaming platforms. But hey, if you want to get Peacock just to specifically watch Pete Davidson, by all means. But that is not how I'm gonna use my money. I think Pete Davidson's also in that MGK movie shit that he fucking made, like with Whitney Cummings and his girls in it as well, Megan Fox. It looks like a shit movie, dude. Just like a low budget fucking movie. But dude, Pete Davidson, dude. I mean, I should change the title to Kanye West gets Pete Davidson let off from SNL. Imagine how many views I would get from that if I put Kanye West kicks Pete Davidson off of SNL and I did some like cover, some thumbnail that like shows like Kanye West kicking Pete Davidson out the SNL door or some shit. well while Kanye West is like hugging onto Kim Kardashian or some shit. That was so funny. Um, but yeah, dude, Pete Davidson's out of SNL. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do now. I don't know if he's gonna just stick to doing movies and shit. I don't know, but the future is bright for this young man. He's obviously able to pull a lot of women. If Riz, the term Riz, if Riz was a person, Pete Davidson is certainly that. With his charming looks, his I'm not gonna trash on his looks, because I am aware that he does have some type of, I don't know, illness or disease or some shit. So I don't want to mock him for that, but charming looks, man. He's a charming guy. He poos a lot of women. I can't hate this man. So I do have more topics, but I'm just gonna keep them short. Since I don't want this podcast to run long, So let's get right into it. Yeah. So for the next topic for today, this is one you probably guys want to listen to. Just far as the name on who I'm talking about, Billie Eilish. I know a lot of people want to hear about her. Obviously a big name. So yeah, I'm talking about. Let me get right into it. So yeah, Billie Eilish opens up about having Tourette syndrome. Quotes, "I have made friends with it." And I think that is the common case. You know what I mean? You get I feel like most people with Tourette's, they get treated for that. They have therapy and stuff, and they have they create this type of confidence in that, which is dope. You know what I mean? But I feel like a lot of people still don't understand what Tourette's is. It's kind of it's also described as a tic. It's like some type of move or something that you like say repeatedly, like something that just pops up to your mind, and without just even thinking of your action, you just do it. I've seen a video where like this man was like saying fuck you to somebody, and he was like fuck you to someone, and the stranger was getting mad. They were like, hey, don't say fuck you to me, like I didn't do anything to you. They were getting like pretty frustrated, and the guy with Tourette's, he was like, yeah, I don't mean to say I have Tourette's, and I'm just I can't control it, like I have to say it. And then the stranger obviously didn't understand. He was like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, I'm gonna call the cops. And like the guy with Tourette's was getting like frustrated. He was like, dude, I literally can't control it, dude. He's like, I literally just can't. And I feel like it's something a lot of people don't really quite understand still to this day. A lot of people are like, oh man, they overplay it. They can control it. But they choose not to. They choose just to be weak and let the shit ride out the way it does. It's like, nah, bro. There's a lot more to it, bro. Like like if they had an option not to have it, you don't think they would take it, obviously. But like once you have it, bro, you just gotta learn to deal with it and just learn to use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? You just gotta be confident, and you gotta play it smart. You know what I mean? You just gotta And by playing it smart, I mean like using it to your advantage. Not letting that bring you down because you're like, oh well, other people don't have it. They have it lucky. I just had a bad card dealt to me. Like nah, man. Like we all have our thing. Like for me personally, I stutter a lot, and sometimes you can see that in the podcast. I'm like, yeah, I stutter, and it happens. But what do? I start a podcast. I do music. I record. So I find ways on where I can deal with that and kind of like better in it. So it doesn't happen as much, but it still happens. From time to time. But obviously, I'm very aware of it, and I just remember that I think what I'm gonna say, and I just go. I kind of set a how can I describe it? Like, I mean, I just think before what I think before I say. You know what I mean? I just I just do my best just not to have so many thoughts, because I think when stuttering happens, it's when I'm getting like too many thoughts at once, and then I try to talk, and it's like my brain can like comprehend, like, well, you have so many thoughts, you can't just blab all of it at once. Like, you have to like start with one thought and then say the other thought, and then from there on. But sometimes I get so many thoughts, and like, sometimes it blabs all at once. Like, I might combine a word together because I'm thinking of something, and then I'm gonna say something, and then I combine the words or some shit. Like it happens sometimes. But I think the main importance with all this is just being aware of it. You just gotta be aware of with what you have, and just doing stuff that can help you with it. Like, obviously, I got a stuttering problem. I have a stuttering problem. So what do? I find ways to talk more. Like I said, I would do the podcast and all that. So I think with Tourette's, Tourette's is, I would say, is kind of different. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I would probably just say, just be aware of it. You know what I mean? Just find ways. So I want to see what Billie Eilish said about this. So yeah, she opens up about Tourette syndrome, and then so she talked about this in a episode of David Letterman series, David Letterman series. My next guest needs no introduction. I believe it's on Netflix. The singer, who has diagnosed at the age of 11, spoke about her ties and living with the disorder. During the interview, Eilish appeared to start ticking when Letterman asked about it. She said, "It's really weird. I haven't talked about it at all." She added, "I'm very happy to talk about it. I actually really like answering questions about it because it's really interesting, and I'm incredibly confused by it. I don't get it." See that? So that's dope. I feel like that comforts people, knowing that, even Billie Eilish has Tourette's, and she has no idea why she has it. And I feel like that comforts people, and that's dope. That's why I really appreciate people seen as celebrities talking about shit that they have. Because then it shows regular people, that, oh, this person has it, and this person does a lot of movies, they do a lot of singing, they do a lot of concerts, but this person has what I have. So it comforts them. It's like, oh, so I'm like Billie Eilish, It's dope. I do think that's dope. Really good, and beneficial. Saying stuff that you have. And that's why I'm a huge supporter of just keeping shit real. You know what I mean? Don't sugarcoat shit. Don't lie about shit. Just say how you feel, and a lot of people will take it, the right way. And if they don't, at least you're keeping it real. You know what I mean? So, because like, imagine lying about some shit and people hating on you for it. It's a lose-lose situation. So at least you win either way by keeping it real. The happier than ever singer then detailed her various tics, including wiggling her ear. So this is a list of her tics. So one of her tics is wiggling her ear. The next tic she has is raising her eyebrows. She also clicks her jaw, moving her head, opening her head, opening her mouth and flexing various muscles in her arms. So she has a various amount of tics. So if you guys are listening, if you have any of these, Billie Eilish has them. She has them as well. So and if she listed some tics that you guys don't have, and you have other tics. Again, man, people have different tics. People have different things. I would say I do have a tic. I tend to like squeeze my eyes close. Not hard, but like I do have a tendency of doing that. I also have tendency, like, whenever I'm in my house or something, I tend to look up a lot. my excuse is like I'm checking for spiders or something. I'm doing it right now currently. That's why the audio sounds different. But I do have a thing of looking up. Sometimes my excuse is like, oh, I think there's spiders or a bug up there, and I want to hit it with a shoe. And I also have a tendency of looking back a lot. Like when I'm sitting on my seat on my desk, I look back a lot because I feel like someone's behind me or something. Even though, like, literally most of the time, there literally isn't anyone behind me. If there's someone behind me, it's like my mom, getting something. Or, just like a family member, trying to tell me something. But that's very, very rare. You know what I mean? And I always shut the door, so it's like, how the fuck would anyone get in if my door's shut? It's just a tic. And you just gotta... just gotta find ways to like obviously deal with it, but also find a solution to it. Because I want to keep it real. I don't want to always be doing that. Like I've done this to the point where like my neck started hurting. I literally turned back a lot. And it's not even just turning back once. You see what's behind me. Like it's a various amount of times. Like I look back and I look back on one side and the other side, and I look back to the other side again. Then I look down. I'm like, oh, if they're not behind me, maybe they're like right under my seat. So I check down. Then I look up, and I'm like, it's a tic, but it's like obviously it's funny to talk about that. But it's just like it's real though, and I get frustrated sometimes. 'Cause I'm like, why the fuck am I keep doing this? But it's just like, you got to keep it real. You have to, because a lot of people think they're alone in their situation, and most of the time they're not. A lot of people aren't alone in their situation. Like maybe me even saying this, someone like resonates to it. They're like, oh my God, I literally had the exact same thing, and I thought I was alone. So that's why it's very important to say what you have, because, it could really help someone out there. So, yeah, I mean, Billie Eilish is, she's a G for saying shit like this. You know what I mean? She says that these are things you would never notice if you're having a conversation with me, but for me, it's very exhausting. Yeah. Eilish said she has been unhappy with her tics, but now she had told Letterman that it's a part of her. Right. I have made friends with it, so now I'm pretty confident in it. And for me, like personally, her saying that, for me, I'm like, oh, she's been through a lot of therapy sessions. Usually in therapy, they're like, oh, you gotta become friends with it. You gotta like, you gotta see that it's a part of you. I see a lot of therapy sessions. When I hear that from her, I'm like, oh, she's had a lot of therapy sessions. With obviously nothing wrong with it. I'm also an advocate for therapy. I love therapy. It's dope. I haven't been going anymore because I've been, just fucking caught up with a bunch of shit I got to work on. But, I mean, I don't feel bad not going either, because I feel like podcast, just talking through my shit, this is also some type of therapy. And I'm also getting big on Twitter, or not getting big. Like, obviously I'm getting a couple followers, but I'm getting big on Twitter. Like, I'm big on Twitter now. That's what I mean. Like, I'm also starting to type how I feel about shit, and then I'm posting it, see how people react to it. And I feel like it's dope. It's also a form of therapy, Like working out is also a form of therapy, because, you're just like, in any place where you're like, when you're like relieving some type of emotion or type of stress, I feel like that is therapy. Because like you're like getting that out of your system. You're getting stress out of your system. You're getting negative energy out of your system. So it is some type of, therapy. Because I think that's what therapy is. It's like relieving your emotions, your stress. And I feel like I do that in many different ways. So, yeah, and she says that, and so many people have it, and you never know. A couple artists have come forward and said, I've always had Tourette's, Eilish revealed. And I'm not going out them because I'm not going to out them because they don't want to talk about it. But that was really interesting to me, because I was like, you do? What? Yeah, so a lot of people do have it. She also, she mentioned that some artists that she knows has it, but, they're not comfortable going out with it, which is, it's respectable. But at the end of the day, I do believe that coming forward with it is, beneficial. But, at least Billie Eilish came out to say that, since she does have a huge fan base and all that. So I'm just gonna talk about a quick topic right now. Chris Pratt and Catherine Schwarzenegger welcomed second child together. So they had a kid together. Second kid, which I believe was today. I think he was birthed today. A baby girl. Oh, I know. Actually, she gave birth to a baby girl on Saturday, May 21st. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's dope. Chris Pratt now has a second kid, and fuck. I wanted to talk about the NBA playoffs, but there's so much to talk about on that. All I'm gonna say about the NBA playoffs is that the Warriors are gonna win. They're gonna sweep the Mavs. Celtics and the Heat are 2-for-2 right now. So I think the Celtics are gonna win either Game 6 or Game 7. Like if Heat wins Game 5, Celtics are winning Game 7. That's my conclusion. I don't. Let me know how you guys feel about that. And yeah, I think the championship is gonna be the Warriors versus the Celtics. In my opinion. And that's what the numbers have been saying. So, hey man, we'll see. Warriors versus Celtics. Who you guys got? If that does happen. But as of right now, who do you guys got? Celtics or the Heat? And I mean, if this is still a fucking question for you, who do you guys have? Warriors or the Mavs? It's a 3-0 fucking lead, dude. If you guys choose the Mavs, I don't know what the fuck you guys are on. Luka Doncic is literally dropping 40 every game and still fucking losing. So it's obviously not Luka Doncic's fault. You know what I mean? This team's got to help him out. All I can really say about the Warriors right now is that the Warriors need to step it up. Not the Warriors need to step it up. Klay Thompson needs to step it up. I don't know if he's injured or some shit, but he needs to step it up. He needs to step it up. Jordan Poole, he doesn't always show up, so he's got to show up more. Stephen Curry showing up. Andrew Wiggins is damn sure showing up every game. Draymond Green is doing his thing. Otto Porter, he's doing his best. He's trying, since he was hurt. So yeah, I mean, I think the Warriors have a good chance of winning the championship. Jason Tatum, part of the Celtics. Jason Tatum is an insane player. Jaylen Brown, don't even get me started. That guy's crazy as well. You know what I mean? I mean, they just have such an amazing team. They have such an amazing lineup. You gotta get, it's a hard team to beat. You know what I mean? The Heat, I think Butler's hurt. That's why last game he only scored like 8 points. In the All-Stars, I mean, the starters combined for 18 points throughout the whole fucking game, dude. They combined 18 points. Jason Tatum alone had 31. They lost by like 25, dude. There was a point where it was like, in the first quarter, it was 21-4, dude. Oh my god. Dude, I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what went on in that game, dude. I remember just like, I was like working out and I took a look at the screen. I literally like yelled like, oh shit. They were like down like 25. I was like, what, dude? It was like the third quarter. I'm like, dude, if the Heat come back from this, like I was thinking about this in the game. I was like, dude, if the Heat find a way to beat the Celtics from that much, point differation, I'm like, dude, the Heat are the best team in the world, dude. Like, real shit. If they somehow came back, but they didn't, they still lost by like fucking 20 something points. There was a point where they were losing by like 32 or some shit. I'm like, oh my god, dude, this is a playoff game and you guys lose by that much is insane. But yeah, that's pretty much the podcast right there. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Dude, I mean, I'm just not gonna stop, dude. I love making podcasts and I'm gonna keep them coming, bro. Every week, you know the fucking deal. 2 gaming videos every week, a podcast every week, 3 videos, a combination of 3 videos every week, bro. It's just like, what I'm on, bro. Why aren't you subscribed yet, bro? Keep tuning in. I'm gonna keep bringing more shit. And there's a lot more to come, bro. This is literally just the start of all this shit. So, Unwanted Mind taking over, dude. I'm telling you, Unwanted Mind is gonna take over. Don't be late to the hype train, dude. Don't be like, bro, I've been a supporter for all this long. No, you haven't. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. So my socials, my socials, you know where the fuck they're at. Whereas Unwanted Mind on Instagram, my socials are on my. If you're watching this on YouTube, link in the bio. All my socials are on there. If you're watching this on a streaming platform, Instagram's at Whereas Unwanted Mind. My YouTube is Unwanted Mind. You just search up my thing on Instagram, Where's Unwanted Mind, and from there you can click on my link tree. You can follow me on TikTok. Currently at 16.1 thousand on TikTok. 2 new TikToks every day. What the fuck I'm on. I'm posting a lot on Twitter. So if you want to see exclusive content on Twitter, me posting shit, me ranting about shit, follow me on Twitter, bro. I'm also getting big on Twitter. So, do not be late to that hype train, bro. That's what I'm telling y'all, bro. Get on this shit before it's too late. Before a lot of motherfuckers start following me, and then you know what I mean. Be one of the first, bro. That's what really matters, and where you really stand out when you're one of the first to get following me. So, you know what I'm on. Have a good day, guys. I love you all. Know that. All right, bye.